Everybody, welcome to day 2 of gratitude series. So I'm hoping that yesterday you had a chance to think about gratitude in your life and think about how many times we can redirect our thoughts to a place of good and really truly all of the goodness in our life, even if we're living in a situation or in a circumstance where we have some less than ideal things, we can at least shift our attention to the good parts of our life. So I want to talk today about the gratitude that we have for other people. And when I ask people what they're grateful for, my most common couple responses are my friends and my family. After that, it's usually pets, where I live, or simply to be alive. But I want to hone in today on the people that bring happiness. Of course, we are grateful for our family, right? There's something to be said about the people around us, the tribe that we have created. It's beautiful. Families can also be challenging, right? And our friends are in a sort of a different category. Friends are people that we have chosen to kind of link together. Maybe they're friends that we've had for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Maybe they're just recent friends that we found common interests in. But what about our friends or our family that bring us happiness? Okay, so our family sometimes can bring us lessons of patience or unconditional love or, those hard family feelings. And friends can be people in our life that we have common interests in. Maybe we have some relationships that are friends that we can confide in each other. There's a seriousness about it. And then we have that one person in our life, maybe two if we're lucky, that just bring us happiness, just being around them or talking to them on the phone or getting a text message from them or watching their silly jokes or whatever they do that just puts that smile on your face. I want you to think about that person today. We all have somebody that just makes us feel happy, and they have an energy about them that's just light, right? And that just brings us to a place out of our funk that makes us feel happy. And that's what I want you to think about today. Happiness. Okay. Happiness is where our gratitude's going to go. And in our yoga practice today, we're going to continue on with the heart. And I want to think about the color green. I want to think about the things in our life that bring about a sense of joy. Okay. For me, those things that bring me joy are being outside, being in nature. The color green is everywhere in nature. I love my time in my studio. That brings me great happiness. My work brings me great happiness. There's certain people in my life that just put a smile on my face just thinking about them because they exude this happiness and they offer that to the world. Like maybe that's their gift. Some people think that their gifts have to be this big extraordinary thing. Doesn't have to be. Just being happy and light can be a gift for so many people. So that's where our kind of lesson today is going to go, is to contemplate and to think about happiness and people who bring happiness to you. And then for kind of bonus points, maybe tell that person that I'm so grateful for you because you bring me happiness. You make me laugh. You make me smile. You give me warmth. Maybe, just maybe, that would be a great bonus assignment for you today for gratitude. So I'm going to slide my chair out of the way again. We're going to find ourselves on the yoga mat. We're going to start standing up today and move through just a short practice, thinking about the heart, thinking about our relationship to ourselves, thinking about the reciprocity and the receptive stuff that we get from other people that brings us happiness. So get comfy on the mat. We'll be standing up to start. I'm going to go ahead and just adjust this a little bit, move my chair out of the way. Leo's out here with me, so who knows if he'll join. I'm going to take my house slippers off, my little shoes. All right, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to be standing in the middle of my mat. You could be at the top of your mat as well. I'm just facing this direction so that you can kind of see where we're going. But certainly listen to your own body. If it feels better for you to turn and face the top of your mat in a traditional way, feel free to do that. So my feet are going to be hip distance apart. So I'm going to not be close together just yet. I'm going to have nice alignment. If you practiced with me last month, you know, alignment plays a big part in our structural body and how we feel in the body. And if we're round and slumped most of the day, we tend to have an increase in stress. So we're going to start out by just standing really, really tall. Bring your hands down by your side, turn your palms forward. That in itself lifts the heart, okay? We're going to take a moment here just to picture in our beautiful minds that one single person who just brings us such great happiness. And imagine for a minute that you're sitting across from this person having a cup of coffee or tea or sharing a meal, and just what that feels like to be in that person's presence. And fill your heart with so much gratitude that this person has found you in this great big world. Pretty amazing. All right, circle your arms up to the sky, nice and slow. Take a big breath in. You're going to swan dive down. A lot of times we come right through heart center. We're going to swan dive down nice and slow. First time through. It's going to roll up. And so remember, last month in alignment, we had some very stiff postures. Inhale up. This little series of gratitude, swan dive down. Instead, we're just going to find fluidity and motion. Roll up. We got one more, and then we're going to add on. Inhale up. Exhale down, thinking about the heart and the chest here. Roll on up. I'm going to change the game a little bit today. We're going to step wide. We're going to come into a little bit of Tai Chi, kind of Tai Chi-inspired yoga today. So it's going to be a lot of movements, a lot of swirling, but I want you to pay attention to the heart area. So we're going to bend our knees just soft. We're going to start with our hands at our heart center, tapping our thumbs against our sternums and reconnecting to that place of unconditional love, of grace, of gratitude. We all have this beautiful space in us. Sometimes it gets filled up with some other things like bitterness and anger and resentment. But the good news is when we get rid of those, we make space for love. Steady your legs. Now, take your hands and just separate your hands as if you're holding this beautiful ball. We're going to slide the ball to the right. Feel the rotation in your spine. Slide the ball to the left. Slide the ball to the right. Slide the ball to the left. Remember, you can always put on some nice soft music. I got a little bit of Tibetan bells singing in the background. And just notice how this feels through the ribs that we worked so well yesterday, right? Feel that rotation. Now imagine that you're pushing water. Notice that my legs are starting to straighten in the opposite way that my arms are. Feel that? Now we're going to take this a little bit further and start to draw some figure eights. Okay, so notice that the arms are sweeping up and around. The legs are getting nice and loose. This beautiful rotation through the heart. We got 3 more. Up and around. 2 more. Up and around. Last one. And now we slide side to side. Just feel that. Okay, so what this does is it shifts our energy away from that lack, limitation, kind of stagnant energy, and moves us into a place where we're free flowing, bendable, grateful, and loving. 2 more. Feel that? Feels so good. Last one. And now we're going to move over to the right side. Turn your toes. Hold that energy out above your right foot. And then we're going to sink and pulse. Sink and pulse. Okay. 5 more. You should be feeling heat in that right leg. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And sink. Pull your left arm back, keeping the elbow high as if you're shooting an arrow. Look at your right thumb. Aim your right thumb to the sky. We're going to send a little gratitude to that person that makes you happy. Take a big breath. Blow it out. Come on back. Grab that energy and start sweeping it again. Just about 5 of these. Kind of bringing back that fluidity. 3 more. In Tai Chi, we are harmonizing and building up some chi in the body by doing this. Ready? Go to the left, hold your chi, hold your energy, and pulse. Build some heat in that left leg. Fantastic. 4 more. 3, 2, stay. Pull your right elbow back, keep it high. Look at your left thumb, draw a line to the sky. Send another round of gratitude to this person. Take a breath. Send it. Come on back. Grab that energy again. Side to side. Beautiful. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Bring it back to center. Hold here. Seal your palms together. Bring it back to your heart. Close your eyes. Keep your knees bent. Take a big breath. Start to pulse those legs, keeping your sternum connected to your heart center. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and rise. Heel and toe your feet so that they come close together. Okay, so now we're going to open up the heart, straightening the arms straight out in front. Now take your thumbs, they're going to be up towards the ceiling, and we're going to reach the backs of our hands towards the wall behind us. Bring it back to front. Okay, pay attention to your heart here. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open the heart. 2 more. Okay, last one. Hold here, flip your thumbs, and now the backs of your hands are facing forward. Lower your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, draw a line with your knuckles down. I'm going to turn just in case you want to take a peek. My knuckles are down by my backside. And then I'm going to push my hips forward and just let my arms pull like a pulley down. Don't go too far. We're not looking at a huge camel-type back bend. We're just looking for a little lift through the heart. Take a breath and straighten the spine, okay? If you remember yesterday, we did a little bit of that cat and cow, and a little bit of that kind of lifting of the heart, and we can get this bubbling up of emotion. And it comes primarily, the yogis believe, that it comes primarily because we're really taking the energy and we're letting it release out of the heart. So most of us tend to have somewhat of a guarded heart. We've been hurt. We want to have boundaries, whatever it is. We have a little bit of, kind of guarding around our heart. And when we let ourselves reveal that, it can bubble up some of those deep-seated emotions that we have in our body. So we're going to go ahead and lower down to our seat. We're going to play a little bit with a posture that is called cow face pose. So we're going to start by setting up the legs. Right foot is going to tuck under towards the left hip. And my left foot is going to come up and over. And I've made this somewhat tight little package. Now, this is uncomfortable for my knee, my right knee that I had surgery on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it out in front just a little bit. That's still not great. So I'm going to just straighten my right leg. So if you have any sort of knee discomfort with that really tight bend, just straighten the leg that hurts. Okay, so my left knee is fairly good, so I'm going to keep it bent. It's on the outside of my right leg. My right leg is nice and straight. Now I'm going to tee out my arms. We're going to start here. Right hand is going to go up to the sky, and I'm going to pat myself on the back. With my left hand, I'm going to reach around and either grab my shirt or my fingers. Okay, so I'm just going to spin around really quick so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so my hands are connected. Now, not everybody is going to have that ability in their body to get their hands to connect. So you can just grab a hold of your shirt. Now, squeeze your legs together. Lift your heart. This is actually an amazing posture for regulating blood sugar or blood pressure. Blood pressure, because we're connecting those joints, kind of like an eagle pose. Eagle pose has very similar benefits. Squeeze the legs together, lift your heart, take a breath. Breathe out. Lift that right elbow high to the sky. Lift your heart. Squeeze your legs. Take a breath. Exhale. One more. This time on your exhale, slip your hands away and just sort of unwind. We're going to take the legs and switch. So the left is going to go on the bottom and the right knee goes up and over. So this side, no problem whatsoever with my right knee or my left knee. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this tight little package. Tee out the arms. Left arm goes to the sky. Bend your elbow and sweep your right hand behind. So for me, this side's a little bit more challenging to reach. So I'm just going to grab my shirt back there. I'm going to lift my heart, squeeze my legs together. Take a big breath. Breathe out. Take a big breath. Squeeze the legs. Keep that tight package. One more. And unslip the arms. So we're going to keep our legs like this. And I'm going to bring my hands just in front of my yoga mat and in front of my feet. And as I do this, I'm going to start to readjust my legs so that my knees are stacked. You should start to feel a nice stretch in the right hip. Take your heart and you're going to aim it for that knee. Take a breath in. If it doesn't touch, that's okay. Bend your elbows and get your heart close to that top knee. You should feel a big stretch through the right cheek, the right hamstring. Look down at your knees. Take a breath in. Maybe lower the body even more. And then rise up. Keeping the legs just like they are, we're going to spin the heart to the right. So sweep the arms around, take a big breath, and spin to the right. Come back to center, and we're going to take this shape of our legs to the other side with that fold. So remember, do your best. So the right leg goes on bottom, left goes on top. Try to stack your knees into a tight package. This isn't working in my body with my right knee. So I'll straighten my right leg, and now my knees are stacked and I don't have that discomfort in my right knee. Hands go in front, take a breath in, and aim your heart towards that top knee. Sometimes when we spend time on this yoga mat, we have such an awareness of where our bodies need a little extra attention. My right side needs a little extra attention. Take a breath. Empty the breath. Rise up. Ay, ay, ay. Spin to the left. Take a big breath in and spin to the left. Oh, that feels so good in the heart. Yeah. Feel how that just opens up the chest. So beautiful. Come back to center and then find a comfortable seat. So it can be a butterfly if that feels comfortable to you. It could be cross-legged if that feels comfortable to you. It could also be sitting on one cheek if that feels most comfortable for me and my body. Or you could be on your knees, where I like to be a lot. So I'm going to stick with this until I can't do it anymore. I want you to think about that person that makes you giggle, you see their face in your mind and there's an immediate smile, there's an immediate warmth, and you know more than anything, this person just is in your life to bring you happiness. Bring your hands behind you, lean back onto your hands, lift your heart. We did this yesterday. Feel the shoulder blades pinch together, open up the beautiful heart. Straighten your spine. Bring your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Just feel your body breathe again. It's always important, especially when we work a lot of that Tai Chi type crossing of the body, to just come back to center. Take just a breath here. And then empty the breath. Take your right hand and just put it up like a little Boy Scout. I don't know, I'm not a Boy Scout, but put it up there. And then take your left hand and flip it this way. So you might see in some images, or perhaps you have some statues in your garden or in your home, that is a Buddha or another statue in this shape. Okay, with the right hand facing outward and the left hand in a receptive receiving gesture. This simply is another mudra. So a mudra is using our hands in a shape to create an intention. If you remember, yesterday was Anjali, or to offer. I'm not sure what this one's called. I can't remember the name of it, But this one is a symbol of equanimity. There is an equality of what we give to the world, and an equality to giving is what we receive. And sometimes we have seasons in our life where we give all the time and we don't receive. And then there's other times where we spend a lot of our time receiving, and that's okay too. But for today, I want you to find this mudra of equanimity and equality between what we give and what we receive. So, going back to that person that makes you so happy, you receive from them happiness and joy. You receive that. And what we're going to give is thanks. So we receive happiness, we give thanks. We receive happiness, we give thanks. Now hold this mudra just quietly and think about that person that just brings you complete happiness. Receive from them. Receive from them. Take in that happiness and joy right into your heart, and then give thanks. Receive happiness and joy, give thanks. So nice. Bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra, where we offer deep gratitude for this day, for this practice, for this process of looking at not just the people in our lives that bring us to a place of gratitude, but as we further on each day in this process, I'm going to be inviting you to look at the reasons why certain things bring you to a place of gratitude. It's a deeper level thinking, and it takes us out of just our standard fair issue of what we're grateful for and really looks at the emotional component to that. And that's when we really start to cultivate change. So for today, for the next 24 hours or until I see you again, spend some time really thinking about that person that brings you happiness. Maybe send them a note, give them a call, shoot them a message, and tell them that you are grateful for them, for bringing happiness into your life. What a gift, right? What a gift. As we continue on this process, there'll be more things that we'll be looking at in the place of gratitude. Spend time with the quote that is attached to this beautiful webpage that you're getting every day. And if you're just seeing this on YouTube and you want more of the juicy material that comes with this series, just shoot me a message. I'm happy to add you to my distribution list where you get a little extra goodness this time in this series. So have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3.